Listen to me carefully. If you have no discipline, you will never have real money, not temporary money, not lucky money, not fast money. Real money, the kind that creates freedom, the kind that changes your family's future, the kind that gives you control over your life. Most people think money is about intelligence. Wrong. Some of the smartest people in the world are still broke because they lack discipline. They start things but never finish. They make plans but never execute. They dream big but quit early. And that's why their lives never change. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without discipline, talent means nothing. Without discipline, motivation fades. Without discipline, goals stay dreams forever. Look around you. People say they want success, but their habits scream failure. They stay awake all night wasting time. They spend money trying to impress strangers. They avoid hard work. They chase comfort every single day. Then they complain that life is unfair. No, life rewards disciplined people. The truth is brutal. Most men are not poor because they lack opportunity. They are poor because they lack consistency. They cannot stay focused long enough to build something valuable. The moment life becomes uncomfortable, they stop. The moment things become difficult, they quit. But discipline means continuing even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates winners from average people. A disciplined man wakes up tired and still works. A disciplined man feels fear and still moves forward. A disciplined man gets rejected and still keeps building because he understands something weak people never learn. Feelings do not create success. Actions do. Your mood does not matter. Your excuses do not matter. Your complaints do not matter. Results only respect action. And disciplined action, repeated daily, creates financial power. Think about every successful person you admire. Do you really think they became successful by being lazy? No. Behind every strong bank account is sacrifice nobody saw. Early mornings, late nights, stress, pressure, loneliness, consistency. That's the price. Success costs discipline. Most people want the reward without paying the price. They want luxury without sacrifice. They want money without effort. They want success while remaining comfortable. That mentality destroys lives. Comfort is dangerous. Comfort makes you weak slowly. It convinces you to delay your dreams. It tells you, relax today, skip the work, start tomorrow. You deserve another break. And while you listen to comfort, someone else is outworking you. Someone else is building skills. Someone else is becoming financially stronger while you stay stuck. That's why discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. When motivation disappears, disciplined people still execute. That's why they win. The average person only works when they feel inspired. But disciplined people understand that success is built during the days you feel nothing. The boring days, the exhausting days, the painful days. That's where your future is created. You cannot become financially powerful with weak habits. It's impossible. If you waste hours every day, if you avoid responsibility, if you constantly make excuses, if you spend more than you earn, then poverty becomes your lifestyle. Your habits decide your future. Every action matters. Every hour matters. Every decision matters. A disciplined person understands the value of time because time is money. Every wasted day is a lost opportunity to improve your life. And here's what most people never realize. Money is attracted to responsibility. The more disciplined and responsible you become, the more opportunities begin to appear in your life. Why? Because disciplined people are reliable. They finish tasks. They stay focused. They solve problems. They keep promises. That's valuable. The world pays people who create value consistently, not people who constantly complain. You say you want financial freedom? Then stop behaving like a distracted person. Discipline your mornings. Discipline your spending. Discipline your focus. Discipline your habits. Because small actions repeated every day create massive results over time. Most people underestimate consistency. They want instant success. But real success takes time. A tree does not grow overnight. Neither does wealth. You must build yourself daily. Even when nobody supports you, even when nobody notices you, even when results are slow. That's real discipline. And the truth is, most people will never reach their potential because they refuse to suffer temporarily. They avoid struggle. They avoid sacrifice. They avoid discomfort. But pain is part of growth. The gym hurts before the body becomes stronger. Discipline hurts before life becomes easier. That's the trade. You suffer now or suffer later. Disciplined people choose temporary pain for long-term freedom. Weak people choose temporary comfort and live with long-term struggle. That's why so many people stay broke year after year. They never change their mindset. They never change their habits. They keep repeating the same lazy patterns while expecting a different future. That's insanity. If you truly want money, you must become someone capable of handling success. Money requires control. If you cannot control your emotions, you will waste opportunities. If you cannot control your spending, you will stay broke. If you cannot control your focus, distractions will destroy your future. Everything starts with self-discipline. The man who masters himself becomes unstoppable. He no longer depends on motivation. He no longer waits for perfect conditions. He becomes dangerous because he acts regardless of how he feels. And that is why disciplined people dominate life. So remember this: no discipline equals no money. No consistency equals no growth. No sacrifice equals no success. Your future depends on the standards you choose today. You can continue living distracted, lazy, and comfortable, or you can become disciplined and build a life most people only dream about. The choice is yours. Let me tell you something most people will never accept. Being broke is exhausting. Waking up stressed about bills. Checking your bank account with anxiety. Working hard but still feeling stuck. That pressure destroys people mentally. But instead of changing their habits, most people search for distractions. Entertainment becomes their escape. Social media becomes their addiction. Excuses become their identity. And slowly, year after year, they waste their own potential. The painful truth is this: a lack of discipline creates financial suffering. Nobody wants to hear that because responsibility is heavy. People would rather blame the government, the economy, their boss, or bad luck. But discipline forces you to look in the mirror. Discipline asks hard questions. How many hours are you wasting daily? How often do you quit too early? How much money do you spend trying to impress people? How many opportunities have you ignored because you were lazy or afraid? Those questions hurt, but growth starts with honesty. You cannot change your life while lying to yourself. The disciplined man tells himself the truth even when it's uncomfortable. That's why he improves faster than everyone else. He studies his weaknesses. He fixes bad habits. He stays accountable. Weak people avoid accountability because accountability exposes weakness. But strong people understand that discipline is self-respect. Every time you keep your word to yourself, your confidence grows. Every time you wake up early instead of sleeping in, you become mentally stronger. Every time you choose work over distraction, you build power. That's how winners are created. Not overnight, day by day, decision by decision. Most people think success is one big moment. No, success is hidden inside small daily actions. Saving money instead of wasting it. Reading instead of scrolling. Working instead of complaining. Practicing skills instead of making excuses. These small decisions seem unimportant in the moment, but over time, they completely change your future. That's why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is commitment. And commitment is what creates wealth. You must understand this. Money loves structure. If your life is chaotic, your finances will also become chaotic. If you cannot manage your schedule, you will struggle to manage opportunities. If you constantly procrastinate, success will always stay far away. Discipline creates order. Order creates productivity. Productivity creates results. Results create confidence. And confidence creates momentum. Everything connects. That's why disciplined people often look unstoppable. Because once momentum starts building, their entire life changes. Their health improves. Their focus improves. Their income improves. Their mindset improves. Why? Because discipline affects every area of life. A lazy mind creates a lazy lifestyle, and a lazy lifestyle creates financial struggle. Look at the habits destroying modern men today. Too much entertainment, too much comfort, too much distraction, too much talking, not enough action. Everybody wants easy money now. Nobody wants patience anymore. But patience is part discipline. You must be willing to work without immediate rewards. That's what weak people cannot do. They need instant gratification. The moment success takes too long, they give up. But disciplined people understand that greatness requires time. A powerful future is built slowly, brick by brick, habit by habit. That's why consistency beats intensity. Many people work hard for 1 week and then disappear. That changes nothing. Real discipline means showing up repeatedly, even when you're tired, even when you're stressed, even when nobody believes in you. Because discipline is not about emotion. It's about standards. You either have standards or you don't. And your standards determine your financial future. If your standards are low, your life will remain average. If your standards are high, your actions begin to change automatically. You stop tolerating laziness. You stop wasting time. You stop accepting excuses from yourself. That's when transformation begins. And understand this clearly. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. When you control your habits, you control your future. When you control your spending, you create financial peace. When you control your focus, you become more productive than most people around you. Self-control gives you power. That's why disciplined men walk differently. They think long-term. While others chase pleasure, they chase growth. While others seek comfort, they seek improvement. While others waste years, they build skills. And eventually, the results become impossible to ignore, because life always rewards disciplined people in the end. Not immediately, but eventually. That's why you must stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is temporary. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel weak. Some days you will doubt yourself completely. But disciplined people continue anyway. That's the difference. Anybody can move forward when life feels easy. But can you move forward when life feels hard? Can you stay focused when distractions surround you? Can you continue building when results are invisible? That is where financial winners are separated from everyone else. Your future is being shaped right now by your daily behavior, not your intentions, not your dreams, your actions. So if you truly want money, freedom, and success, become obsessed with discipline. Because at the end of the day, no discipline equals no money. And disciplined people always rise while distracted people stay stuck forever. Understand this clearly. The biggest battle of your life is not against other people. It's against yourself, your excuses, your laziness, your distractions, your weak habits. That is the real enemy. Most people lose financially long before they lose physically. Why? Because they lose mentally. They stop believing in hard work. They stop believing in patience. They stop believing in discipline. And once your mindset becomes weak, your actions follow. That's why discipline is everything. Discipline keeps you moving when your emotions try to stop you, because emotions are unreliable. Some mornings you'll feel motivated. Other mornings you'll feel tired, stressed, frustrated, and lost. If you only work when you feel good, you'll never become successful. Winners understand this. That's why they build routines instead of depending on feelings. A routine removes excuses. It creates structure, and structure creates progress. Look at people who are financially successful. Most of them master boring routines. Waking up early, staying consistent, learning daily, managing money wisely, avoiding distractions, simple habits, but repeated for years. That's what average people fail to understand. Success is usually boring before it becomes exciting. Everybody wants the reward. Nobody wants the repetition. But repetition is where power is built. The gym builds muscles through repetition. Money is built the same way. Saving consistently, working consistently, improving consistently. That's discipline. And discipline separates serious people from dreamers. Dreamers talk. Disciplined people execute. A dream without discipline is just entertainment. You can watch motivational videos all day, but if your habits stay the same, your life will stay the same too. Nothing changes until your actions change. That's reality. And reality does not care about excuses. The world only responds to results. You either produce results or you don't. You either build your future or destroy it daily through bad habits. Every hour matters. Every choice matters. Every distraction costs something. Most people never calculate the price of wasted time. One lazy day becomes a lazy week. A lazy week becomes a lazy year. And suddenly years are gone. No growth. No money. No progress. Only regret. That's why disciplined people protect their time aggressively. They understand that time is life. And wasting life is the fastest way to remain broke. Weak people seek entertainment constantly because they fear discomfort. But discomfort is necessary for growth. You must train yourself to operate under pressure. You must become comfortable doing hard things. Because hard things create strong people. And strong people create strong financial futures. Every successful person you admire learned how to suffer temporarily. They sacrifice comfort. They sacrifice sleep. They sacrifice distractions. That's why they reach levels average people never will. Meanwhile, most people are addicted to instant pleasure, fast entertainment, fast dopamine, fast comfort. But real success is slow. That's what makes discipline rare. Most people cannot stay focused long enough. They quit too early. They become impatient. They start comparing themselves to others. And comparison destroys focus. Stop watching everybody else. Focus on building yourself. Your life changes the moment you become disciplined enough to stay locked in on your own mission. Because discipline creates momentum. And momentum changes everything. Once you start keeping promises to yourself, your confidence grows stronger. You begin trusting yourself again. That matters. A man who cannot trust himself becomes mentally weak. But a disciplined man develops inner power. He knows he can rely on himself. That confidence affects every area of life. How you work, how you speak, how you handle pressure, how you solve problems. Discipline builds character. And character creates opportunities. People trust disciplined individuals because they are dependable. They show up on time. They finish what they start. They stay focused under pressure. That's valuable in business and in life. Understand this. Money flows toward value. And disciplined people create more value because they operate consistently. While distracted people waste energy, disciplined people improve daily. That's why they separate themselves financially over time. Small improvements repeated daily become massive advantages later. 1 year of discipline can completely transform your life. But most people never experience transformation because they quit during the difficult phase. They want fast success. Life doesn't work that way. The process is supposed to be hard. The struggle is supposed to test you. Because discipline is built through resistance. Every difficult moment is training your mind to become stronger. So stop avoiding hardship. Use it. Grow through it. Become sharper because of it. At the end of the day, your future depends on what you repeatedly do when nobody is watching. That's the real test. Not talking. Not dreaming. Not posting online. Working. Staying focused. Remaining disciplined. Because the truth is simple. No discipline equals no money. And no self-control equals no future. At some point, you have to make a decision. Either continue living the same distracted life, or become disciplined enough to change your future forever. Because nobody is coming to save you. Not your friends. Not society. Not luck. Your life changes when you change. That's the truth most people avoid. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect opportunity. They wait for life to become easier. Meanwhile, disciplined people are already working, already improving, already building wealth quietly. That's why they separate themselves from the crowd. Success belongs to people who act despite discomfort. And understand this clearly. Discipline is not something you are born with. It is built, one hard decision at a time. Every time you wake up early instead of sleeping longer, you build discipline. Every time you save money instead of wasting it, you build discipline. Every time you stay focused while others get distracted, you build discipline. That's how powerful men are created, not through comfort, through control. The ability to control yourself is one of the greatest skills on earth. Because if you can control your mind, you can control your future. Most people are controlled by emotions. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel bored, they quit. If they feel uncomfortable, they run away. That mindset guarantees mediocrity. Real growth begins when you stop obeying every emotion. Your feelings are temporary, but your future is permanent. Never destroy your future because of temporary weakness. The disciplined man understands sacrifice. He understands that short-term pain creates long-term rewards. That's why he keeps moving forward, while others stay stuck. And eventually, life rewards him differently. Not because he was lucky, because he stayed consistent long after everybody else gave up. Consistency is powerful. Small disciplined actions repeated every day can completely transform your life in a few years. That's how wealth is built. That's how confidence is built. That's how respect is earned. One disciplined day may not seem important, but hundreds of disciplined days change everything. Most people fail because they underestimate the power of daily habits. They keep waiting for a big moment. But success is not one moment. It's a lifestyle, a disciplined lifestyle. You cannot live carelessly and expect financial freedom. Freedom requires responsibility. Freedom requires focus. Freedom requires sacrifice. And unfortunately, most people are too addicted to comfort to ever experience true success. Don't become one of them. Do not waste your life chasing distractions while your dreams slowly disappear. Your potential is too valuable for that. You were not created to live weak, broke, and average forever. But becoming stronger requires discipline. Every level of success demands a new version of you, a more focused version, a more patient version, a more responsible version. That transformation starts the moment you stop making excuses. Look at your life honestly. Where are you wasting time? Where are you lacking consistency? Where are you avoiding responsibility? Fix those areas immediately, because every day matters now. Time is moving whether you improve or not. And one day, you'll either thank yourself for being disciplined or hate yourself for wasting years. The choice is happening right now. Not tomorrow, not next month. Right now. So stand up. Get serious about your future. Work when you don't feel like it. Stay focused when distractions appear. Remain disciplined when life becomes difficult. Because difficult times create strong people. And strong people create powerful futures. Remember this for the rest of your life. No discipline equals no money. No self-control equals no freedom. And no consistency equals no success. Become disciplined, and your entire life changes.